Hi, good morning, everybody. Welcome. It's Lisa from Lisa's Blessed Life, and I welcome you in. This is my 2026 goals video. Ugh. Can I do it? Will I do it? I don't know, but we're sure gonna try. I have a whole bunch of notes. So if you see me looking down or at them, this is why. I made notes because I needed it in writing and I wanted to remember them. And I also knew I had this video coming up. I have several different categories that my goals are in: spiritual, physical, health-wise, financial, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to share a few of those with you today. And obviously we're going to start with the health goals. So again, if you see me looking down, I'm reading the cards. Okay, the number one health goal I have right now is to eat at home, to not eat out any more than necessary. That will save money as well, but it will be healthier. I will know what's in the food because I will be preparing it. And we are off to a really good start on that. Have we eaten out? I think once or twice. Not much. We actually enjoy eating at home more. Eat whole foods. That is my goal. So meat, fruits and vegetables, occasionally a carb. That's about it. Mostly meat and fruits and vegetables for me. And I'm not a big fruit eater. So yeah, it's going to be mostly meat and vegetables. Eat homemade, which goes along with eating at home. So if I do have any carbs or sugar or anything like that, or bread, I want it to be what I've made. Has that happened 100% of the time already? No. And I can tell you today is the 12th, even though you will not be seeing that today. Today is the 12th. And no, I haven't done that successfully yet. But hey, we're working on it. We are a work in progress. I have had some bread, some keto bread. I like the Lewis Hawaiian keto bread. So I have had that. I have had a hot dog bun. I'm not big on those. I'm not big on bread unless it's homemade. I do like homemade bread. Exercise 3 to 5 times per week. Even if it's only 5 or 10 minutes to start, and even if those 5 or 10 minutes are not together, meaning if all I can do is 30 seconds or a minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and then pick up the rest later in the day, then that is what I will do. The goal is to start at 5 minutes and work my way up. And by the end of the year, hopefully I'm doing about 30 minutes together. That would be the goal. Obviously, I need to drink more water and less Diet Coke, which we talked about in my other video. Yeah, I do like my Diet Coke, but I feel better when I'm drinking more water. So that is a goal for me in the new year, is to cut out the Diet Coke. Ultimately, I would love to eliminate that, or maybe have it occasionally, a couple times a year maybe, but I'm not there yet. And I know that. I'm realistic. I'm not there yet. But that is the goal, is to get there and be drinking only water. And let's see. The other thing, I want to get my blood sugar numbers down without needing insulin. I am on insulin, fast acting and slow acting. And yeah, I definitely want to get that down. One of the things that happened in 2025 is my husband and I lost our medical insurance. And as a result of that, there have been times that I have been without my fast-acting insulin. I have long-acting. I have a supply of that right now. But my fast acting, there have been times that I have been without it. And when I am without it, my numbers go up 350, 400. I've even seen high, which means it's over 5. Insane. I have to have the insulin right now. I just have to. But I'd like to get to where I don't need it, which is why being lower carb is essential for me, but it is not my focus. Carnivore, keto, low carb, not my focus. My focus is whole foods. My focus is, did I make it myself? And we will work from there. But I do want to keep the carbs down as much as I can, because I do want to eliminate the insulin altogether. I want to eliminate the need for it. The other thing is I want to get my blood pressure down as well. I have not been on blood pressure medicine for a very long time. Recently, I have had some episodes that have been a little scary, and my blood pressure has been a little high. I had an episode where my blood pressure was too low, and that was extremely scary. Like, my heart rate was like in the 50s. That's not good. And on top of that, my other numbers were also extremely low. I have it saved on my phone, but I'm using my phone to record, so I cannot look at that right now to let you know what they were. But trust me, they were scary. It was a moment where we almost went to the ER. I wanted to wait it out. It took a while for my monitor to even read. It kept giving me error. And my husband tried it on him and it worked fine. So we knew it was a me thing. And I do have blood pressure medicine here that I had previously taken. So I could have taken that if I was extremely high. And I'm so thankful I didn't, and that I waited to see the number, because I was low. And that would have been really bad had I taken the blood pressure medicine at that point. I have no idea what caused me to go low. It's not like I was sick or anything like that. I do not know what caused me to go low. But it happened. And ever since then, it was good. And the last few times, it's been a little elevated. And sometimes scary elevated. So getting the blood pressure down is a goal. A big goal. Because I don't want to have to take blood pressure medicine too. Oh, going back to the insulin. When I am without the insulin, one thing I notice is that I drop weight like crazy. When my numbers are high, of course I'm thirsty like most diabetics, but also I'm dropping weight like crazy when I don't have insulin in my system. When I do have insulin in my system, I will start gaining. The losses will be less when I do lose. So that's another reason I would really like to not have to take the insulin. But I also need to be healthy. And 400 to 500 or higher, who knows, because it just said high, is not good for my eyes or my organs or any part of my body. So it's going to take a while. I may not even get there this year. I may not get there in 2 years. I may never get there. But the goal is to attempt to get there. So for now, Mama needs her insulin. I need to get my sleep back on track. A lot of times I will sleep 45 minutes, hour and a half at night. I wake up and I'm awake all night. And then I sleep during the day, all day, while my daughter's at school and my husband's at work. Y'all, that's not very productive, okay? I can get so much more done if I am sleeping at night like normal people, and then I have the day to do things. Last night, was the first night that I accomplished that. And I am thankful for that. So I did get almost 8 hours sleep last night. And here I am. It's wonderful. I can get so much more done. More videos, more everything. Okay. The other thing that is a goal for me is to eliminate the need for a chair in my kitchen. I hate that. I hate that I have to sit to cook or that I have to sit to do the dishwasher. Hate that so much. And I love to cook. I love to bake, but I don't love to be sitting there to do it. It's not the right height for chopping or stirring or sauteing or mixing. A chair just ain't it. And there are times when I do stand, but then I've got to sit. So the goal is to not need that chair at all. To get by the end of the year or sooner, hopefully sooner, to not need the chair. Good goals this year. And I'm going to keep these so that we can see at the end of the year, beginning of next year, what I've accomplished, what I still need to work on, and to also just try to keep me motivated. The other thing I want to eliminate is the need for one of those mobility scooters in the store, right? I cannot walk a store. I can barely walk my house at this point, right? I can walk through the house. I can go up the stairs, but that doesn't mean I'm not huffing and puffing. Now, I have noticed that with the increased weight loss, I have also not been out of breath as much. However, my back and my legs, they will feel it. And once they start feeling it, then I get out of breath. So the more I do it, hopefully, the better and easier it'll be. So yeah. Another goal I have, and I have not done this yet this year. This is why you write them down, because I completely forgot about this. To use proper serving sizes. And my proportions been out of whack and crazy. Sometimes they are. Since I'm not doing keto or carnivore, portions matter. But my goal is to use proper portion sizes and weigh and measure them. I have not weighed or measured them. So that is the goal. Another goal is to stick to one serving size of whatever that item is. So if a serving size for rice is 1/2 cup, then to stick to 1/2 cup. Another thing is to, if I have rice, to try to have brown rice. I don't always do that, but it affects my blood sugar. Tons less, tons. So if I am going to have it, for me, I need to stick to the brown rice, and I like it, so it does. Not a big deal. I want to reduce the inflammation and swelling in my body, and especially my eyes. If I can remove it and eliminate it as much as possible from my body, it's also eliminating it from my eyes. And one of the reasons I need the injections for diabetic retinopathy is because of the swelling and inflammation. So if I can reduce it in my body, it's reducing it in my eyes and can eliminate the need for that. And since I don't have insurance still, that is important because I'm paying for those appointments. Another thing I want to do every day, and I do have this under health, under that category, is to sing and praise and worship every day. I love to sing, and since I've had COVID, y'all know it's been a challenge. But I am starting to get some of my singing back. There's certain ranges that I still can't get that I once had. The tone is not what it once was, but it's getting better. So I want to continue that. I want to keep my vocal cords exercised, my airways exercised. And I think as I lose weight, the breathing will get easier as well, and that will continue to get better, is my thinking on that. So that, for me, is very important. I would say I'm addicted to singing and devoted to it. I would absolutely say that. And I don't know. I love to sing. That's how I worship the Lord. And that gets me into the presence of the Lord. And for me, it's so important. Okay. Now we're going to the spiritual side of things.